Oh, madam,
Um,
your boyfriend, your fiance, sorry, is on the phone. Senator Vico is on line one. Wow!
oh my gosh! Oh my
Wait
gosh!
lang,
Malay
joke
mo.
lang.
Mayor Vico, baka.
Baka naman. Pinlano ko rin yung buhay niya. Senator na siya. Nakakatawa. Natatawa ko every time you do
Hello!
that. Good morning, madam.
Good morning. Good morning, madam. How are you today? You look dashing.
Thank you. I know, like I said, diba, I will keep showing up na nakaligo during these recordings.
Naligo din ako. Naligo din ako. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of us. Naligo, nag-ayos, showing up for as our best
True.
selves. Wow.
Yes, always.
So for today's topic, we're talking about goal setting, which is exciting. Because like you said,
Super duper.
this is how we bonded.
Yes. Yeah, feeling ko talaga, isa to sa mga reasons kung bakit tayo nag-click agad. We have clear set goals and I don't know, we just nerd about this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
So
Productivity.
super exciting today.
Happiness. Pero ayan, so why do we set goals in the first place? For, I guess, anyone who doesn't feel maybe comfortable setting goals or like looking too far into the future, why do you set goals?
Ako kasi, before answering that question, I think I would wanna remember myself nung wala pa akong, hindi pa ako nagsiset ng goals ko. Nung wala pa akong clear-cut parang goal or vision kung saan ako papunta, I was just brazing through the year na parang I'm just going through life without a clear purpose or a clear direction. Tapos parang every after end of the year, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko na, tapos na yung taon, ang bilis. Parang feeling ko wala akong accomplishment. Tapos parang I just realized na, kasi Riz, in the first place, wala ka namang plano for your year. Kaya feeling mo wala kang na-accomplish. Pero, yun nga, that's also the reason why I started goal setting and planning my year and my life. Kasi, no matter how you feel like na wala kang na-achieve for that particular year, when you go back to your goals, when you started ticking your to-do lists and, alam mo yun, parang mga na-achieve mo, parang, okay, it's not too bad of a year at all, di ba? Parang ganon. So, ikaw, why did you start
I
goal
feel the
setting?
same way totally, as in, yun nga, if we don't set goals, we can't really look back with intention na parang, oh, I set myself out to do this and I did it. Kasi kung in the first place, we didn't even verbalize kung anong gusto natin ma-achieve, like when we look back, we might think na, oh, wala naman pala akong nagawa, oh, wala naman pala akong progress. Pero for me, writing things down and, speaking with intention na, okay, ito yung gusto kong mangyari, and then nagkatotoo siya. So no matter how small the achievement, because I was able to set those small milestones for myself, parang it's a lot easier to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I did that. I did that. So there's a quote that I really love na parang I feel like it explained my process and my experience. So it says na parang life can only be understood backwards but it must be lived forwards. Parang you only understand kung ano man yung na-experience mo when you look back. Na parang, right now, things might feel a certain way, pero you look back and everything made sense. Like you said in the previous podcast episodes, diba? Since your background is in hospitality, tapos now you have your own business empire. Wow, you're growing e-commerce empire. Like looking back, does it make sense? Everything you learned from hospitality, or how did that play out for you?
Honestly, now that I'm looking back, I realize na parang, sobrang thankful ako sa hospitality industry kasi with hotels, kasi 'di ba, you have to make your clients feel welcome and special and stuff. And I'm actually trying to incorporate that into every single thing that I do in the e-commerce industry now, especially in the business, na parang, okay, the reason why I'm okay with getting, love getting complaints. I'm okay with getting complaints is that I wanna solve problems. I wanna make them feel na ginagawan ko to ng paraan for you, and how can I make you feel better? How can I make my service better for you? And yun nga, etong career na to, etong hospitality career na to really helped me a lot in terms of customer care, developing my products, etc.
I think my version of that would be, you know how I accidentally ended up English language studies? Nakwento ko ba yun before? Na,
Nabasa ko sa,
right?
sa TikTok or sa social media.
I was originally an interior design major, and then I failed my way almost out of USC. Tapos, they made me, parang I had to pick between studying history, or English. Tapos parang ako, okay, I guess the closest thing to communication is English. So, I took English. And then now, like, the whole TikTok thing, I teach English on TikTok, which is ridiculous. I didn't know that was ever gonna be happening. Pero, you know, looking back, sometimes what we achieve makes sense after everything na hindi nag-make sense for a long time. So here we are.
True. Yeah. So, you don't ever, get frustrated na parang, eto pa lang ako. Yun nga, sabi natin before, eto ka pa lang, hindi eto ka.
Snap, snap, snap. For reals.
Oh, and I also saw your recent post on Instagram regarding your present me plus versus future me. Oh my gosh, grabe yung goosebumps ko. Can you tell us more about it?
So the present me versus future me. I'm sure you did this as well because you're a lavender follower. Ayan.
Yes.
Productivity and stuff.
Yes.
So it's an exercise where you draw your present self and your future self side by side. Tapos, you write down the things that you don't like. Kasi parang, especially during that time, as in sobrang full of self-loathing talaga ako na I wanted to, you know, fix myself. I wanted to get better. I wanted to be a better version of myself. So, I wrote down all the things that I hated or disliked and the things that I wanted to improve and the things that I liked about myself. Tapos napansin ko dun sa present me, sobrang konti nung gusto ko about myself. Tapos the rest was like, I want to improve all of those, ganyan. And then, future me, I wrote down everything that I wanted to be, like the person I wanted to become. So like values-wise, I wanted to be, you know, a professional person. I wanted to be generous. I wanted to be kind to myself and to others. Tapos nakasulat dun kung na I wanted to get into rock climbing. Andun siya, rock climbing. I wanted a t-shirt line or like a...
Oo, nakita ko nga yun. Oh my gosh.
Hindi pa nalalaunch yung Morena the label that time nung dinrawing ko yun.
Naisip mo na siya. Naisip mo na siya before.
Yeah. Alam mo ba, my first business was, I was 15 years old and I sold t-shirts.
Love
Just
it.
saying. Tapos ayun. Tapos one of the things that I wrote there dun sa future me was the Camp Confidence podcast.
Galing.
Tapos, ayun, here we are. Ang ganda pa nung cover photo natin. Album cover. Proud na proud. That photo shoot.
Very proud. Super duper proud. We
Thank you.
really had fun with that shoot.
Thank you, Miko Lana.
Love it.
Shout out.
Pa-shout out. Ayun.
What about you?
Ano ba yun ako yung present me versus future me. That time, di ko maalala kung 2017 ba or 2018 din ako gumawa nun. Basta parang first launch ni Lavender yun. Tapos parang, yun nga, totoo, self-loathing na parang hindi talaga ako confident, na I was really shy. I didn't even know I can have a podcast now. I'll have businesses now na parang, I'm doing speaking engagements now. So, nakakilabot, honestly. And that's because you are self-aware. Self-awareness is key, I think, number one. para at least, kung alam mo kung ano yung starting point mo, you will know where you want to go. Magkakaroon ka ng direction, ng focus. Alam mo yun, parang when you try to list all the things or all the values you want to cultivate or enhance, magkakaroon ka ng priorities in life. Na, ano ba yung uunahin kong skill or value na gusto kong i-cultivate for myself? I think that's also one of the reasons why goal setting and self-awareness is important.
Absolutely. Tsaka, di ba parang, if you set your goals and you, parang all of the actions you do, even though hindi siya big step, kahit baby step lang siya, it's still towards that direction because you know that that's the direction that you want to go towards. So,
True.
parang we shouldn't underestimate the little things that we do on a daily basis. Like, I don't know, maybe learning more about TikTok. Ayan, madam.
Yeah.
Learning more about TikTok.
Marunong na ako mag-TikTok, friends.
Kasi nag-accumulate yun eh. Nag-accumulate yung steps.
Yes.
And if you know the direction that you're going towards, bam, magulat ka na lang, oh, I'm here? I'm here?
Tsaka one thing I also do is I always list even the smallest of my wins. Ano ko to? Isa sa mga habits ko to na kahit tipong, I dated my mom today, March 10, for example. I dated my mom today. I list it as a win because it's a win. And then, actually, kapag ganun, feeling ko win siya, nililista ko na agad siya. Meron akong list of wins for the entire year. Just so kapag
so
December na, I look back to all of the months tsaka also whenever I feel like wala akong progress or walang nangyayari sa buhay ko, I read these wins. Parang, hindi naman pala. Okay naman pala ako. I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
So, ako siguro, I'm not sure if this will be applicable to all of our listeners as well, but you can also try listing even the smallest of your wins and please let us know how it works.
Kasi diba, it's easy to feel like wala tayong napupuntahan or walang progress. But actually, when we look back at our day, there are parts of our day that need celebrating. And I forgot where I heard about it. But when you use up your energy celebrating the positive things that happen, hindi sa makakalimutan mo yung negative stuff, but it's more like nauubusan ka ng energy to even bother about the negative stuff. So,
I love that.
hindi mo ma-erase. Hindi mo ma-erase yung problems, hindi mo ma-erase yung issues, pero nauubusan ka ng energy, ng mental capacity to worry about them. So,
right. Again, it's all about the mindset. Parang, tayo kasi I think we are built to zoom in on all the negative stuff in our life. But what if we can practice our brain to zoom in on the good things in life?
And it's an intentional practice talaga, no? Like, over time, you get used to it.
True.
Hi.
Sabay.
Kasi I just love like looking back at the journey and looking forward na parang it doesn't have to be that bad. It doesn't have to be that crazy or, parang nagsusulat ng novel. But it's our life. We're the main characters. Speaking of writing down.
Writing down. Oh my gosh.
Ito yung...
Love the segue.
The segue to our manifesto. So, can you tell us what a manifesto is?
So, a manifesto is something na, well, by definition, siya, parang declaring to the public kung ano yung gusto mo in life. Pero, in the context of our manifesto, it is parang, for me, it's claiming to the universe what I deserve and what I want. Ganon. Na parang, I wanna have a clear cut. Parang, I want it visual for my manifesto. I declare what I want in life. I am claiming energies from the universe. Oh my gosh, parang ang cheesy nun.
Do you ever share it?
Pero,
do you share it, like, I guess, outside of the podcast? Do you share it with other people?
Recent ko lang na shinare sa sales team ko. We had this sales training na parang we started with creating our dream life or creating our manifestos. Sa kanila pa lang, and kay Josh, and kay Louie, sa sister ko, and sa Camp Confidence, and kay Ayin. Yun lang.
Yeah, kasi di ba parang if you say it out loud, sometimes it's, I guess the initial reaction would be discomfort. Parang, what if I don't make this happen and I claimed it? Parang, nakakahiya. But at the same time, what's so wrong about dreaming and setting big goals?
Exactly. Tsaka honestly, hindi rin kasi halos lahat ng tao katulad natin na who dream so big na parang tipong, kumbaga, I just don't make it public just because I am not ready for the feedback or energy. It's not that takot ako sa, babash ako nito. Parang hindi siya worth my mental capacity. Hindi siya worth my mental space na basahin ko pa kung may negative or anything. So, I just keep it to myself and within the Camp Confidence group and my husband and my sister.
Yeah. And
Ikaw,
besides,
what are your thoughts about that?
Ako,
Ikaw ba?
I try to keep it to myself as well. And it's not because I don't want to share my goals. It's more like the work is gonna take so much effort that magfo-focus na lang ako sa work. And I'll announce it when it's there. Alam mo yun? Like,
Right.
if meron na akong something to show for it, then I can be like, look what I wrote 2 years ago. Then it's
sarap.
for me yun, mas madali siya i-share and mas kasi sabi nila, I don't know how, I need to write down where I read these things kasi pero there's a thing that I wrote na parang if you preempt your if you preempt na sabihin mo, oh, I'm gonna write a book, and then you announce it publicly na, oh guys, I'm writing a book, blah blah blah, or parang in your mind, parang naaano yung mind natin na, oh, it's already halfway done. So hindi ka na as gigil to work towards it. Whereas if you keep it close to you and you're silently like hustling, then parang extra pressure from yourself. I guess it depends on the person as well. Like, what motivates you? Kasi some people, they get motivated by external pressure na parang you claimed it, therefore, kailangan mo na yung panindigan. And on the other hand, there are people na are more like, okay, just wait. I'll show you guys. I feel like I'm the second person.
Ako din.
I'm vocal about being a work in progress, but at the same time, the work that needs to be done still takes much more of my time and my energy. Parang ganon. And then pag launch, boom!
True.
Hello!
Hi world.
It's your girl, Ayin.
Our brain is so powerful na parang kapag ini-imbibe mo talaga sa utak mo na ito yung mangyayari, mamomotivate ka din na to take action for all of those. So, yeah.
And the visual component
Ako,
too, right?
Yes, and visual component. Ako yung manifesto ko is super duper visual. Even the sheets, even the color of my sheets. Nasaan ba ako nagsusulat ng manifesto ko? Ganon. I make it really visual para yung, kumbaga yung senses ko din, siya, mas-spark kapag ano.
So what's your manifesto like? Are you gonna read it to
Oh my
us?
gosh, eto na ba?
Yes,
Eto
let's
na.
read
Wait,
it.
for 2021 ba? Or my 40-year-old manifesto?
Maybe we can do
What
2021 since we did
2021.
our
Okay,
manifesto from before. Kailan ba natin yun?
Yeah, sige.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my 2021 manifesto, I wrote this December 2020 na kumbaga yung pag-write ko kasi ng manifesto, you write it as if natapos na yung taon.
Yes.
So that's how I do it. So eto, babasahin ko na. So I'm pretending na December 2021 na ngayon.
Oh my God.
So here it goes. Dear 2021, what an amazing year of peace, ample rest, and giving back. An amazing
Bonus.
relationship. An amazing relationship with Josh as always. You traveled a couple of times and you are closer than ever. You also spend time with your family that matters most. You are really debt free, including credit cards. You also breached your 300 million sales and is actually 350 million. You successfully claiming it. You successfully launched Lando. Secret lang natin yan. Had a corporate side for Wim. Talaala sold 100,000 pieces of jewelry. And Lana has now 10 million in sales per month. Mink is 15 million a month. And Ambush soared too. You collaborated with so much artists for their merch. Haha. You were also medyo nahiya ako dito. You were
Ba't ka
also
nahihiya?
able you were also able to hire Chris Uy and friends na kayo.
What?
Chris Uy, kung nakikinig ka,
Baka naman.
or if someone can connect me to Chris Uy because I love her so much. She loves all your brands and supports each and every one of them.
Cute. Ang
Okay,
cute. OMG.
I shall not laugh because baka universe. Okay. Fitness-wise, you now have a butt and you can now do splits.
Na.
Oy, pina-practice ko talaga to sa yoga. Pangarap kong matuto mag-split.
Kaya mo yan, madam, this year.
Yes, I can do this. Zero hamstring tightness, baby. You are also kinder to yourself. The house is also super pristine. Finally, meron ka nang na-build na habit on how to clean and organize the house on the go. Seafront was also turned over to you. I'm actually writing this now in our bedroom with a beach view. Grabe yung interiors. Pinaghirapan nyo to and never in my life did I imagine na magiging ganito to kaganda. Galing nyo ni Josh. You and you and Josh did amazing when it came to content. Josh finally started his page and a YouTube channel. You also reached your
About
100
time.
yes, 120th video goal this year. And you were able to plan and execute this December videos really, really early. Sabi mo, October ka magsa-start, but you actually started September. You did a reset your life challenge, and you did it. How inspiring. You were very consistent, and finally, meron ka ng video editor who also acts as a social media person.
Ooh, sino kaya yun?
Sino kaya yon? At Hans. You were also able to release your website, Rizza.ph, on your birthday. You were also able to roll... May mga plans na to eh. Roll out your secret muna by November, just in time for the pre-sales for 2022. In terms of your... Sabihin ko na nga rin to. Sige. Tayo-tayo lang naman.
Tayo-tayo lang naman. Why we're on the trending podcasts kaya? Ano
Yeah.
tayo-tayo
Oh my
lang
gosh.
naman?
Thank
Excuse
you.
me.
Thank you, everyone. In terms of your business scores, okay, sasabihin ko na to. You were able to start it. And you actually have a focus group discussion already and started getting feedback from these people.
Aww.
You also started TikTok this year. And OMG, 300k ka na ngayon.
Yes!
You just posted an inspiring video na hindi mo akalaing magiging viral. You helped so much people because of this. You also helped a lot of people this year. Partnership with One Tree Planted and Kasuso was a success, and you're looking at partnering with more NGOs next year. Hi, I'm so proud of you, Rizza of 2021. Keep going. It will be hard, but it's worth it. Stick to your why.
I love that so much. I feel like we need to emphasize how visual it needs to be, especially if you really want. I don't know. For me kasi, having a manifesto, a vision board, like goals that are very vivid, it makes waking up easier. It helps planning. It helps us, have a direction. Because if we know what our life is ideally going to look like, I mean, obviously, things like halimbawa, the pandemic happened. How would, how could we have predicted that, diba? Pero at the very least, we can focus on what we have control over. And like you were still able to, despite the pandemic, despite everything going on, like your relationship is something that you can still work on. Your business is still something that you can pivot if ever. Diba? It's just, and if we have that vivid manifesto na, okay, I'm gonna fight for this.
True.
It's a really good thing to have.
How about you? May manifesto ka ba for 2021?
May manifesto
Exciting to.
for 2021. Itutut ko yung iba. Pero,
Okay.
so my 2021 manifesto, the way that I wrote it is in present tense. So parang, it's not I'm going to, it's I am. Ayan.
Love it.
So I wrote here, this year I live my most abundant life yet. I pay off all of my debt. I take home net every month. Give generous gifts to family and friends. Gusto ko talagang, like, I want to be the kind of friend who sends flowers just because feel ko today mag-send ng flowers. But flowers
it.
can be expensive. But I want to be that friend. I can compensate. I compensate my staff competitively, provide education and assistance to at least one child, and have investments in place. Because I want to sponsor with World Vision. Na hindi ko pa siya nagagawa, pero yes, that's one of the things this year. At least.
Yes.
Ideology Studio is composed of 10 employees. We have a fully equipped HQ in Fairview. Inventory is always moving. Our studio is always busy, and our sales are skyrocketing. We are always developing new products and designs, aka toot.
Love it.
Morena the Label is a powerful platform and community that continues to grow in number and in influence. We have 4 major events this year, 6 new collections and collaborations, and an active social media presence. I am at the cusp of building my media empire.
I love it.
I have over 1 million TikTok followers, 200,000
Malapit
YouTube
na.
subscribers. I know, it's crazy. As of recording, I have 600,000 TikTok followers in one
Oh
account.
my gosh.
Which is insane because I wrote this in December and I thought, 1 million is so far-fetched. But now it's like close. So 50,000 Instagram followers and 3,000 podcast downloads an episode. So magta-trending na tayo, madam. I have a jewelry line, a 2022 planner in the works, a personal merch brand, and a book deal. Oh my God, I want a book deal.
Oh my gosh.
Please, I want to sign a book deal.
Give her a book deal already.
I am my fittest self yet. I can run sub 35Ks. Oh my gosh, gusto ko na talaga maging runner. Swim 3 times a week. I'm under 118 pounds. I can climb 6C plus. Okay, this is a climbing level. 6C plus and 3 pi problems easily. If you climb, you know. I can do pull-ups, push-ups, and consistently lift weights. My life is overflowing with love, support, compassion, and I give the same energy back into the universe through my work. So that's my 2021 manifesto.
Wow. I love na meron ding mga nakalagay na data and how far would you like to run? Or ano yung mga problems na gusto mong ma-solve for the climbing stuff, diba? Parang yun nga, for your manifesto, always make it visual. And it's also best na you read this constantly.
That's why I have it on like the homepage of my Notion page, my Notion. Kasi,
Same.
'di ba? Parang the first thing you do if you're doing anything for work, ganyan, madadaanan mo, ay, oo nga pala, my manifesto, these are my goals. Oh,
Yeah,
I totally forgot, but here we are. Andiyan na tayo. And
exactly.
also,
Tsaka,
parang checking in. Like, today, nakita ko, my goal was to get 1 million TikTok followers na I forgot about that. Tapos ngayon, 600K na. It's like, oh my gosh.
combining Ayin Bernos and Ayin Pera Tagalog, ilan na?
Well, 900K-ish.
Oh my gosh, grabe. Who is she? I'm so happy for you.
Ang weird. Hindi ko talaga
Pero
in-expect.
that's
And to
also
think,
because aside from you doing your manifesto, you are working really hard towards it. Parang
yeah,
eto with the manifesto, it's just a manifesto if you won't be doing anything about it.
that's true.
Hindi siya magkakatotoo, hindi siya parang handed lang sa'yo ng universe just because
Totoo.
you really have to work hard for it. Hard as in todo mo na. Ganon.
Yung, I saw somebody post on the Camp Confidence Facebook group na parang, you can, like, you can't just manifest, you also need to do action. And then I commented,
Exactly.
the only way to manifest is to do the action. As in, you need to
Sure.
act to manifest. Kasi the dreams will be more or less a moving target if you don't also move. So, ayun. Grabe. Can I just say, yung sa TikTok thing, there was one day last month, I uploaded 35 videos.
Grabe.
So, just saying. It's not luck na I went viral. The algorithm helped me because I was also uploading so much. So,
Yeah, you really have to do the nitty-gritty details of your goals.
So how do we manifest? Bukod sa like we're doing the work, we obviously have to do the work and we have to be visual about it. But is there anything else that you do to make sure na parang you stick to that path?
I know. With my 2021 goals, I make it very actionable steps. I list very actionable steps for me. Kasi whenever like for example, I wanna have a business course as mentioned a while ago. So if I tell myself, kung yung to-do list ko lang is launch a business course, it will really be frustrating for me na ang tagal-tagal na hindi ko pa rin siya matik. So what I'm trying to do is, for example, launch a business course, research, create a domain. Alam mo yun, parang may mga maliliit na to-do lists lang. Kasi for me, ako personally, what motivates me or gives me confidence for a project is kapag meron akong natitik na to-do list. Kahit gaano pa yan kaliit. Like for example, open or create an Instagram account for this business course. Pwedeng ganun. So, I think, yun din yung pwedeng makatulong sa inyo just so it's not overwhelming. Like, for example, if you have a big goal, for example, I wanna be debt-free. Yun yung goal mo. What are your actionable and small actionable steps you can do to pay off your debts? Ganon. Kasi ako, for me, whenever I take my to-do lists, parang, oh wow, kaya ko pala to. Kasi kapag one big goal lang siya, isipin mo na, ang laki masyado, hindi ko to kaya. So, yun. How about you? What do you do?
It's the same na parang I always need to ask myself, how can I make this work for me? Because oftentimes, we see other people do it and we only see the final output. Na parang, okay, she was able to launch this business or she was able to grow this YouTube channel. But we also need to make it personal. Kasi we have different circumstances, we have different situations, strengths, skills. So, I always make it a point to ask, how can I make this work for me? And then from there, I can lay out the steps like what you said, diba? Like step-by-step process. So first, I need to, kasi wala naman akong background sa, let's say, printing industry. So first, I need to figure out how to do it. So find a course that I can take online. So I'll do that maybe by next week. Dapat matapos ko yung free online course na I should do. And then once I figure out yung mga basics, I have the foundation, I have the basic knowledge na I need, then I can do research sa equipment na I would need to buy. If hindi ko afford yung equipment, now how will I raise money? How will I find money? So then, okay, take another job. Alam mo yun, like extra project on the side. So it's like a really step-by-step process na each step along the way, how can I make this work for me? Because again, it's not a one strict path towards what other people have achieved. It's always your journey, period.
Totoo. Sobra.
Another tool. Another tool.
Another tool.
Yeah.
Another thing we do for manifesting, for me, is vision boards. Ako kasi very visual kong tao. Parang I like pretty things. I like seeing my goals. Not just reading them, but seeing them. For me, I have a Pinterest board for my visual goal for 2021. I can maybe share it sometime sa Camp Confidence group. Pero nakalagay doon yung, kumbaga, if I want more money, may nakalagay mga bills, money, ganun. O kaya, if I want a house, a beach house, I would pin a beach house, ganun. Ano pa ba? Ayun, yung mga business ventures ko. Feeling ko, isa to sa mga ways ko to manifest eh. Kapag kunwari meron akong business idea, tapos parang, shocks, wala pa akong pera for this, pero gagawin ko na siya ng Pinterest board.
Oh yeah, so, absolutely.
So, I make a Pinterest board for this particular business I have in mind. Tapos, ando na yung pegs, alam ko na kung ano yung magiging itsura niya, kung saan yung supplies, blah, blah, blah. And then, eventually, if I have enough money and raise enough capital to open this particular business, hindi na ako maghahanap ng pegs. Ganon.
That's true.
Ako, ganun ako. How about you? May vision board ka rin bang
girl,
tao?
I am such a big fan of Pinterest, first of all, because I feel like it's a really good place to plan things. But also, so I have two Pinterest accounts. I have a public one that's like Ayin Bernos. If you look for Ayin Bernos on Pinterest, that's my brain dump of everything. I have a board for everything, as in kitchen, loft. If ever I want a loft apartment kasi. I want a loft apartment in the city, but then I also want like a beach house. Ang dami kong goals. Pero meron akong isang parang brain dump na Pinterest account. But then I also have a secret Pinterest page na just for my very, very, very specific goals. So for example, I had a vision board na Madrilenya Ayin. So I had like a Pinterest board na Madrid Ayin. So I would post like outfits of what I'm gonna be looking like when I'm in Europe, like living in Europe. And it's not necessarily like, it's different from scrolling on Instagram. Kasi diba, when we scroll on Instagram, it's like looking through other people's lives. But with Pinterest, for me, I'm intentionally curating my life. Ganun yung difference for me. Pagka, alam mo yung itch na, I want to check social media, I want to scroll. Instead of scrolling on Instagram, I scroll on Pinterest. And like, I want this is gonna happen to me, this is how I'm gonna build my life. Ay, the same with brands like packaging, ganyan. Kahit hindi ko pa afford simulan, I will start like, this is really good. I would like that. This is for the photo shoot of the launch.
I love it. I love Pinterest.
Do you have like a physical vision board though?
Before, yes. Now, hindi ko pa siya na-print, but I plan to print it.
I want one as well. I mean, if you could see what's behind me. I painted my wall to be a Kanban board kasi wala lang. Gusto ko ng pretty Kanban board pero hindi ko siya. Anyway, so ganyan ako na person. So yung dun sa house ko, I would also not necessarily like a full vision board the way we were taught how to make vision boards, but for example, I want to be like a toastmaster, a world champion of public speaking. So I got the magazine cover of the winner from last year with the big trophy. So I have it like sa bedroom ko na talagang yun lang yung laman ng corkboard because I really want to be like a world champion public speaker.
I love it. I love it.
And the thing is, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's crazy, but it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I think it's time for our worksheet since we talked about all of our goals, why we set goals, how we manifest, and our tools. Now, for our worksheet, this is available on our Instagram page and our group on Facebook. So that's facebook.com/group/Camp Confidence. And today we're going to be sharing our short term, our 5-year goals, and our ultimate life goal.
By the way, thank you so much for all of you who answered yung previous worksheet natin. We really enjoyed reading them and thank you so much for sharing. Pero now, sige, short term. Ako ba?
Yes,
Short term
go first.
goal ko for 2021. Number 1 is to launch one more brand for this year. And yun nga, build my online course.
I'm so
How
proud
about-
of you. I can't wait. I can't wait to check out your online course because like I feel like I already learned so much just from talking to you. I can't imagine what it would be like when it's actual, the step by step of the business.
Step by step. So overwhelming pa sa akin yung magiging business course, but I know mas na-overtake ng passion ko to help fellow entrepreneurs yung paggawa namin ng business course. Actually, magiging project namin to ni Josh. So, I'm confident this will be big. Universe, this will be big.
Oh, it will be. I can see it. Do you have a name for it na? Pero wag mo pa i-share.
Wala pa.
Oh my
Wala
gosh, wala pa. Oh, that's
Wala pa
exciting.
sa ngayon. How about you? Sige, pasalitan tayo for...
Short-term goal ko for this
Short-term
year
goals.
would be to get 1 million on TikTok. Kasi I really want to do the full-time, not full-time obviously because I have a business. Pero I really want to leverage the social media platforms. So we want to hit 1 million on TikTok, 100K on YouTube. And Instagram is more of like a whatever. It's there, but yung main content platforms talaga is TikTok and YouTube. And I also want to launch the new brand that I'm working on. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh, exciting to friends. Sobrang exciting to. You're
so
gonna love this,
excited.
everyone.
I know, nakwento ko na to kay Madam Rizza, but I don't think I'm ready to share it yet. Kasi, the specifics. Ayan, but working on it. So yun yung short-term
Exciting
plans
to.
ko. At least business-wise, there we go. What about your 5-year plans? How
My
old would you
5-year
be in
plan.
5 years? 35?
35. I'll be 35. Yeah. Pangarap naming magkaroon ng own building for the HQ.
I love.
Kasi sa ngayon, yung offices namin kalat-kalat. So, merong isang village, kabilang village, ganun. So, kalat-kalat kami. So, ang pangarap namin is kapag magpapakain kami, isang delivery address na lang, ganun.
Ang saya.
Pero ako kasi, I've been dreaming of, alam mo yung, kasi sobrang fan ako ng nanonood ako lagi ng mga HQ tours ng Google,
Yes.
ng Facebook, alam mo yun, parang gusto ko rin ng ganun. I will have a building of our own in 5 years.
For our listeners, kasi I've been to the Lana HQs, for the IO HQs, na tour na ako sa South ni Madam. And yung ano kasi nila, so yung HQs, just to give you a visual. So like, yung studio, fulfillment, and shipping area. Basta parang they're all in one building, and then there's another HQ for the sales team, and then another HQ for like the production ng printing ng WIM, I think, and Talaala. So right now, if you want to go to like from one HQ to another, you would need to drive. It's very short naman the distance, pero I can imagine, ito nga sabi ko kay Madam Rizza, since ang dami na naman nilang HQs, like, if it were in one building, as in, it would be like a whole, it's like a proper corporation, as in, guys, I wish you could see it. I can't wait, because it's very vivid in my head, na I know this is gonna happen. I know this is gonna happen.
Yeah, it's the dream. It's the dream. And nag-uusap kami ni Josh, parang we are planning the steps then how we can make this happen.
Definitely
so
doable. Kayo pa ba? My gosh.
Tsaka yung mga HQ pala namin now is we are just renting it. So,
Ang laking nun pagka...
OPEX pa yun. Operation expense pa yun. So, balang araw, our own building. Facebook
In 5
HQ
years.
homes.
In 5 years. Not
In
balang
5
araw.
years. In 5 years, yes.
Ako
Lakasan
naman,
natin. In 5 years.
In 5 years, I want to have my, not I want to have, I will have, I'll have my own apartment. Not my condo. Gusto ko sa there's a talagang specific building.
Dapat.
I want to get my loft unit sa, what do you call this, sa Twin Oaks sa Mandaluyong, because it's right across my climbing gym. Yun talaga.
Ang cute. I love it.
I will be 31 years old then. So I want my loft. I will have my loft unit. Tapos we'll also have our HQ. Our HQ naman will have the media team, kasi I wanna have my own media team kasi nahihirapan ako sa production ng content. So,
yes. Madam, ayan, at na po, ito pa yung script nyo. Ayan na lang.
Wow, a script. What's that like?
Love it.
Tapos, so media team and production team, operations team for the business. So parang, ako, just like you, I also want all of my team members to be in one place. So I feel like it's so nice to visualize it like that. Na, alam mo yun, inching closer and closer. I mean, last year, remember when we were just talking last year, I had one person under me. Now we have 3 people. So, that's still a step forward, and I'm really proud of that. Na parang baby steps. So, ayun. So, in 5 years, building the team, the HQ, and syempre, if it's sustainable talaga, diba? Even much better, much better. Oh, and hopefully a stable, loving relationship. Galit. I want a stable, loving relationship.
Arang madam, eto na po. Shoot na po tayo at T-1 hour. Ganyan.
Tapos gusto ko yung susunduin ako. Like, oh, madam, your boyfriend, your fiance, sorry, is on the phone.
Line 1, madam.
Senator Vico is on line 1. Wow!
Oh my gosh!
Wait lang,
Malay
joke
mo. Mayor Vico, baka.
Baka naman. Pinlano ko rin yung buhay niya. Senator na siya. Nakakatawa. But
I love
anyway, I'm kidding. That was a joke. Okay, mamaya magseryoso. I'm kidding. I'm focused on my mission. My goals.
Career and goals.
Okay, finally, what's your life goal?
Yan. Ang pinaka life goal ko talaga is help as much as I can in any way I can. Yung hindi ko na isipin kung, wait, kapag magdo-donate ba ako ng malaki dito, maubusan ba ako ng pera? Gusto ko yung ganun. Yung, Number one is, I'm claiming na grabe yung peace of mind ko na I can help people as much as I can in any way I can. I also want to be an angel investor
Yes.
sa Pinoy entrepreneurs and Shark Tank levels. Pero
Barbara Corcoran who?
angel investing. I like that. How about you? Sobrang career, no? Puro career yung mga nasa goals ko. Pero ano ba? Life
I
goal.
feel like
Gusto ko lang na gumising at hindi mag-worry about bills. Pero nakakatulong pa rin ako sa mga tao at the same time. Ganun.
I think kasi with our careers, it's something that we can really control, kind of. Alam mo yun?
Exactly.
Whereas with our personal lives, it's something that we need to constantly work towards na hindi necessarily, hindi siya quantifiable eh. That's why it's easier to set a life goal na related to our work. Pero syempre, ako for me, like one of forever goal is peace of mind. But we all
Yes.
know that already. Obviously, peace of mind and happiness. But if we're talking about quantifiable goals, I want my sister knows this. My family knows this. There's a building outside our village that has never been used as a, well, it was used as a school many times. Tas nagbabankrupt for some reason. As in like laging nalulugay yung kung ano mang mag-rent doon. Tas I keep telling them, I'm gonna make that an orphanage one day.
Oh.
Gusto ko talaga siya, like, I don't know why that was ever the case. Hindi ko alam talaga where that comes from. Pero, like, what you mentioned, diba? When you have more, you can give more. And that's why I'm trying to also fix my relationship with money. Because, like, for the longest time, there was this shame na attached to money na parang if you have money, you're greedy, ganyan. Pero at the same time, during the pandemic, I felt really helpless because I'm a young, young, scrappy hustler na parang I don't charge enough for a lot of the things that I do na parang I'm scared to ask for more. But then, at the same time, if I don't earn anything, if I don't earn enough, I won't be able to give enough either. So, yeah, that's why I'm also working on, a more abundant mindset as opposed to like scarcity. So, ayun. So, gusto ko, one of the things that I want to achieve in this lifetime is to like, do like, how do I call this? Like a foundation, like start a foundation. So it's really more for education because one of the things that keeps me up at night na parang why am I lucky? Parang sinwerte lang ako kasi na I was born into a life na I have access to education. And talaga naman like it's a privilege na the fact that I got to go to school, to a good school, and I was able to study. That's one of the things that really helped me in life. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be. So for me, I want to get to a place in my life where I can give back as in terms of education, especially because I know a lot of people don't have access to it. So if one day I can provide that same privilege that I was granted, I would be happy. Yun. And a book deal. I still want a book deal.
Book deal, universe, please.
Book deal. Yes.
Ang ganda.
Best
siguro ako,
author.
parang mga about the environment naman. If I ever get to have or build a foundation, anything that can, sustain us.
And yung entrepreneurship. And I mean, being an angel investor on its own. Kasi, diba, a lot of entrepreneurs need capital. They need a safety net. They need a sandbox.
Yeah. Sandbox. Yes, correct.
Sandbox.
Startup.
So talagang, I feel like they're also, local female, alam mo yun, like, there is space and there will always be space for more people to help out. So, ayun. I think it's a...
O kaya a Pinoy Kickstarter.
Brainstorming.
Oh.
Okay, so if you guys want to share with us your goals, your year,
Yes.
your goal for 2021, your 5-year goal, and
Mm-hmm.
your ultimate life goal, please don't forget to tag us at Ayin Bernos, at Rizza Lana,
Yes.
at Camp Confidence Radio.
And please go ahead and join us on our Facebook group. That's facebook.com/groups/campconfidence.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Camp Confidence Radio. Help us spread the word about our podcast and tag us on social media if you're listening. That's at Camp Confidence Radio.
To be part of our discussions and to get access to our weekly worksheets, connect with us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/campconfidence.
Once again, I'm Ayin Bernos, the brown girl behind Morena the Label and Ideology Studio, also known as Ayin Pero Tagalog on TikTok.
And I am Rizza LANA-SEBASTIAN, the serial entrepreneur behind LANA.ph, mink.ph, Tala.ph, Ambush Clothing, and BIM Manila.
We'll see you next week for another episode of Camp Confidence.
Until then, stay confident.